Awesome. Everybody, we're going to get started. Let's sit up nice and straight in our seats. We want to allow the body to just start to settle in, knowing that it's the morning and maybe we're still just coming into our bodies, and it depends on your day, but you might have some things on your mind. See if you can just let that go for right now. Sit up nice and straight. Allow your feet to be positioned on the ground so that the weight falls into the bottoms of the feet. And from your feet, it soaks down into the floor. And start to take some breaths, but notice the breath. Notice the sound of the breath. And see if you can just become one with it. Try not to judge it. Allow the breath to be as it is. Try not to change it or fix it. And we're going to continue practicing our ocean meditation today. We've been doing this series this week. So as you're hearing your breath, I want you to just start to hear it like the sound of an ocean. Notice the similarities in the inhale and the exhale. And notice how the body moves like the waves, the chest rises and falls like the tide. We're going to start with a body scan. I want you to start to just drop in your awareness to your feet. I'm just going to start here. I'm going to notice the full length of the foot, the toes, the nails, the top of the foot, the heel. Notice the texture and the temperature of your feet. And this is where our starting place is with our body scan. It's at our feet, it's here. You're going to be able to go up through the body. As I ring the singing bowl, I want you to just scan the body. Think about tracing it from the feet, up the legs, the thighs, the hips, the belly, the chest, the back, the arms, the throat, the face, and the crown of the head. You want to, as you're scanning from the feet, you want to make sure that you're just hitting every nook and every cranny. Imagine like there's this air of energy that's just traveling up the body. And if you like, in your awareness, you can attach a sense of healing so that you can really feel the difference. You can really notice that. So we can begin now, starting at the feet. Use your breath to help you guide. Your mind wanders, remember, bring it back with the breath as you're tracing up your body and you're scanning your body. No expectations, just scanning the body. And you come across something that maybe you find liking or disliking, try to just be an observer and continue on your journey. Remember, take your time. There's no need to rush. And if you skip something, don't worry. We're going to come back down through the body scan when we finally meet at the crown of the head. We're going to follow the opposite side of our body, cover all our bases. As you're doing this, see if you can maybe relax a little bit more. Relax the body. Maybe use the belly to sit up taller so that you're not using your shoulders to lift you up, but instead your belly is giving you that extra length. And what does that do to your breath when you shift the body just a little bit to get comfortable? Continue down with your body scan until you come back down to the feet where you started. Try not to attach to anything in the body. You're just scanning the body. Just taking a walk in the park. Once we come back down to our feet, I want you to bring in the fullness of the body. Notice the feet to the crown of the head in one nice body stem. See if you can feel yourself here, sitting on the ground or the couch or the chair. Notice the support that you are connected to. Notice your feet on the ground and the support that the ground affords the feet. And if your hands are on your legs, notice the support that the legs provide to your hands. Just consider how this makes you feel for a moment. What does that support feel like to you? Is it pleasurable? Is it something that you enjoy? Maybe you didn't notice that it existed before. Now you see it and you're aware of it. How does that change things for you? And with your full body in this awareness, in your full awareness and attention, I want you to just feel something that's dominant to you in your body that maybe you don't want there. Maybe it feels out of place. Or maybe they lack something that's supposed to be there. And if you don't have anything on the body, maybe it's an emotion that you feel. But as you can maybe relate that emotion to some part of your body, such as the heart or the mind, you can maybe take a hand and place it there, place it on that place where you're either feeling that body sensation that you don't like, or that you're placing a hand here on the heart, maybe for emotions, or on the mind for maybe anxiety or stress, on the throat possibly for words Maybe you don't have the words for this, and that frustrates you. Maybe you seek forgiveness. There's so many different things that could come up, but just bring your attention to that dominant without trying to force it. Just whatever is most dominant. I know we normally try to avoid dominant emotions that don't feel good for us or dominant painful sensations that we don't like, but this is a time I want you to bring that into your awareness intentionally. And just take a few breaths. See if you can soften around it, letting go of some of the resistance. You can bring into your mind's eye yourself on an ocean, on the sand at the beach, the ocean waters coming to shore, and then falling away. Notice that as you're sitting here with this thing that you may not be too happy about or that needs some work. And as your breath goes up and down to try to soften the resistance, see if you can match that with this ocean in your mind's eye, the flow and the tide, this forward and backward movement of the wave, this up and down movement of the water, and some rushing to shore, and others a little bit calmer. And just feel the steady flow of the ocean breath rise and fall on this place of dominance. Just sit here for a few moments and just listen to that. And listen to that ocean rise and fall. And listen to the dominant feeling or experience. Allow that hand to be filled with compassion and love as you place it here. Truly offering that energy to this dominant place, allowing it to be part of the experience. Imagine that hand is touching the water of the ocean and you can just feel it. And you just feel, you don't try to change it. You allow nature to be nature. You might have an opinion about that. Maybe it's hot, maybe it's cold. Maybe you like hot, or maybe you dislike hot, or vice versa for cold. But your opinion doesn't change the state of the ocean being the ocean. You can just feel the water still being water. Just notice if its shape changes at all with your experience. Can you allow it to be cleansing in some way? Breathe in and out. Nowhere to go and nothing to do but ride the waves of breath. One breath, two breaths. One breath, and two breaths. breathing in and out. Breath cycles, just like the ocean has cycles of tide, low tide and high tide. Allow your breath cycle to also be acknowledged in this awareness. The inhale, the pause, the exhale, and the pause. Inhale, the pause, exhale, the pause. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause. And take about 4 more of these full cycles of breath, acknowledging each part of the cycle intentionally. Allowing your hand to stay right where it is, to notice that dominant feeling still coexisting with this breath cycle. Allow the breath cycle to have more of your attention than the experience of a dominant feeling. More the breath cycle. And while you're doing this, can you relax a little bit more? Can you let go maybe of some of your ideas and beliefs about this experience that you're having or you should be having? And you just sit on the ocean and watch the waves without having an opinion, just enjoying them in the moment by moment cycle. Keep breathing. And just know if it's not something that you can do right now, that's okay. Can you be accepting of that? Right now is just not the time. And what does that do? What does that acceptance do? Does it soften the burden a little bit? You can say to yourself, I know this is really hard for you. Maybe even soothe yourself with your hands. This would be hard for anybody. And really truly believe that and understand that it would truly be hard for anybody. And take a few breaths to just loosen that. Just loosen that expectation that you have to have all the answers, because you don't. Or that you have to carry these burdens on your own. You don't. You can surrender them and let them go. Let the weight go. Let the whole weight go. And now, if you would like, you can continue to sit with this for a few more moments. But you can also take a few moments to pray if you pray. Maybe surrendering this so that you don't have to carry this burden any longer. You've done all you can do to soften around it. And if you've been able to soften so much that it diminished, maybe you can just have this sense of gratitude and appreciation for that's a really big accomplishment. And really congratulate yourself with that and feel that celebration in your heart. If there's something I didn't mention, know that wherever you are is perfect. There is no one way or right way down this path of surrendering and softening and listening and acknowledging. It's all a process, like the breath cycle is a process. Keep breathing. If you can, maybe in your mind's eye or whatever's left that maybe you feel like you haven't been able to make peace with, it's still here. Maybe you can just imagine yourself throwing it into the ocean and washing your hands of it and letting it go. It's there, but just be in this place of openness to allow things to be as they are without trying to interfere too much. Just letting it go for this one moment. If you can always pick it back up later, but just this one moment, let it go. Just moment by moment with each breath, let it go. And for the remainder of this practice, I want you to bring into your mind's eye what it would be like if you were truly free from whatever it is. How would things be different for you? What would it look like? Would you be able to smile? What would it feel like? Would it be the same as it is now? Would you be the same person as you are today? See if you can just sit with that for a few moments and make peace. And if you can, as we get ready to close the class, see if you can bring one thing into your eye that you're grateful for right now. As you are in this present moment in your life, as it is today, what is one thing that you can just bring into that mind's eye that you feel so much grateful for, so much gratitude for? And if you can, take your hand and place that there, maybe place it on whatever it is. And if it's a thought, maybe you place your hand on your head. Wherever you are is fine. If you've been able to heal from any part of this practice, maybe that could be something you're grateful for. Whatever it is, bring it into existence right now and bring your full attention here. As you're still here on this beach, watching the ocean go to and fro, see if there's something that you can feel that gratitude for. And allow that to just coexist with you throughout the day, just as any other feeling that maybe is dominant that you don't really want to deal with or that's there might coexist or exist in your day. See if you can allow gratitude to also be a part of that day, be a part of your experience moment by moment. Notice what you look like and what you feel like as you have gratitude, have this sense of gratitude in your presence. Can you smile? How do you feel? What does it look like? Is it so different from how you envisioned your life would be or how things would be if that dominant feeling wasn't there? Or is it pretty much the same? Is there maybe pieces that you can access the experience where gratitude helps you to be that person that you feel like you want to be? Know that everything you need is inside of you already. You already have these tools. You're here now. I want to ring the singing bowl. You're welcome to stay within this practice as long as you like. After this video closes, you're welcome to keep meditating. You may also close the class with me. Feel free to take all, none, or part of this class with you. At any moment that you need to access gratitude or use your breath as a way to manage maybe a stressful situation, all you have to do is focus in and breathe moment by moment. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. I hope you stay blessed, and namaste.